So if it is true we want to see God's will to be fulfilled in our lives, then we must pray. God's will and plan for your life will never be done unless a man prays. He says, I know the thoughts that I think towards you, say the Lord. Thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you what? An expected end. It is not just by praying anyhow, but a prayer where your whole heart is engaged. So it may take some time for you to narrow down your focus on God in prayer. And that is why there are times you will need to set apart in order to pray for long hours. Somebody say long hours. I know you will not like it, but you have to. The reason for long prayers is because sometimes it takes time for God to still the noise in your soul. Because there are a lot of things that have been happening along the months. Some people insulted you. Your husband did not give you a compliment for the dress that you saw, and you still have it in your heart. You thought you did forgive him, but it's still in your heart. Some people insulted you 10 years ago. You thought you forgave them. It's still in your heart. So sometimes it takes time. And as you're searching through that hours, you will now discover that there are some wounds lurking in your heart. And sometimes the real prayer begins after 5 hours. Yes. The reason for long prayers is not to boast. It's not so that you can close your eyes in prayer meeting and pose as a spiritual man. It is for God to kill that noise in your soul. So if it is true you want to walk in your purpose, you will have to set time, especially if you're a busy person, to set time. The day where you say this time, if you can take leave for everything, take leave where you can take time with God. And then you sit down and pray unto him.